my name is Leah Giordano and I'll be giving the presentation today. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I look forward to hearing all of yours as well. Today, I will be referring to an article by The Economist that was published on September 12th, 2020, so very current, and it is titled, "Can Reed Hastings Preserve Netflix's Culture of Innovation as It Grows?" Reed Hastings is the CEO and founder of Netflix, and he has taken a lot of value in clan culture to preserve his business as it grows. Just to give you a little bit of background. The next image I'm going to show you is a graph directly from the article, which is demonstrating how well Netflix is doing in certain areas. The first graph is market capitalization. And as you can see here, Netflix is at the very top at $26.5 million. They also have a high revenue and an above average profit, yet a negative free cash flow. And this is compared to all of the other competitors, Apple, Disney, Amazon, Comcast, AT&T. Netflix has gotten to this point because of its clan culture. So how did they get here? But what does it mean for the future? Reed Hastings takes a lot of pride in structuring through the value of clan culture. It encourages collaboration through a horizontal hierarchy, which encourages its employees to make their decisions without having to communicate with the higher ups. So that's going to result in efficiency. It's also going to result in employee satisfaction because the employee feels that they are trusted to make those decisions. And they continue to make decisions in favor of the company based on the impression that Reed Hastings gave. If you are not working at the top, corrective action will be taken and you will be let go. Employees stay motivated to keep their job, but to also continue receiving the handsome wages and incentives that are given, in addition to having an expense policy which can be used freely as long as the rationale is the positive outcome of the company. So the results of a clan culture are the high revenues from employees, the high market share, the increase in profit, the reduced turnover and attrition, the decision making in favor of the company based on the values of the company, and it encourages and promotes efficiency by reducing the step process. However, the article does mention, could this jeopardize quality? I'm going to use the SWOT analysis to assess the current reality based on the information from the article alone. The strengths, their strong culture, which results in this highly motivated employees to continue making the high revenues, which results in the high profit shares. However, weaknesses are also its strong culture, as there's very high expectations, which current employees are producing $2.6 million in revenue each year, which is 9 times more than Disney. Netflix currently has 7,900 full-time employees, which seems great. Netflix is producing jobs. However, that can be a weakness because you need to maintain those employees and pay them the handsome wages, which is costly. And a growing company is also always going to have to evaluate their situation. The opportunities are growth based on the industry and the competition, and then the analysis of statistics that we just looked at. Some of the threats are certainly the rival companies like Disney and Amazon, and then money as well is a threat because although they're doing high in other areas, there still is a negative free cash flow. So I'm going to talk about the inevitable nature of change in business and how Reed Hastings has shown to be proactive throughout his history with Netflix through the DVD delivery service, the streaming services, and then producing his own movies and TV shows. He has used his intuition and expertise to make these decisions and has gotten to a successful current state. But with a growing company comes forces of change. One of Porter's competing forces is rivalry. So the competitors are really pushing Netflix to either stay where they're at, or should they diversify to maintain a sustainable competitive advantage? Another force of change is finance. Again, they have a high profit share, but they need to sustain that. Their current free cash flow is in the negative. So let's go ahead and review everything that we just talked about. Netflix is currently prideful of its clan culture, and Reed Hastings believed that this is how he got to where he is. This is why the rankings are high. We use the SWOT analysis to assess the reality of the strengths and weaknesses, the opportunities and the threats, and then based on the inevitable change, there is some apparent forces of change that are happening right now with Netflix, and they have to make a decision. So again, the question is the strong culture that is so important to Hastings going to continue and maintain a sustainable competitive advantage? What do you think? What do you think their growth strategy should be? Should they stay at a cost leadership and have affordable monthly subscriptions? Or should they diversify and offer merchandise like their competitors? Should they reassess their clan culture altogether to still have a strong culture and clan culture, but maybe reduce the salaries to allow for some increase in cash flow? Let me know what you think. Leave comments, and I look forward to reading them. And I also look forward to listening to all of your presentations. Thank you for taking the time today.